And so the first step to make our Turkish eggs, we're just going to prepare our fresh chives. So using a very, very sharp knife, dice your chives up really nice and fine. And once we have our finely diced chives, pop them into a bowl and stick them to one side to garnish our eggs. Next, we need to prepare our garlicky yogurt. So take your Greek yogurt, pop the yogurt into a bowl, and we just want to take a large clove of garlic. We want to grate in our garlic. I use 250 grams of Greek yogurt and about 2/3 to a whole clove of garlic. Once your garlic is in your yogurt, give that a really, really good stir through. And I don't like to use the yogurt for about 10 to 20 minutes, just so that it comes up to room temperature. So pop your yogurt to one side, and next we're going to make our lovely spiced butter sauce. So take a frying pan and chuck in about 50 grams to 100 grams of unsalted butter. And the first step here, we're basically going to be making a beurre noisette, which is some simple burnt butter. So gently melt your butter, and then after a couple of minutes, you'll see that it starts to beautifully foam up in the pan, and then slowly it will turn beautiful and golden brown. Once the foaming stops and you're left with a beautiful golden nut brown butter sauce, cut that with a nice drizzle of some extra virgin olive oil. Turn the heat right down low, and then chuck in a teaspoon or so of some smoked paprika and the same amount of some cayenne pepper. This will beautifully foam up and sizzle as soon as it hits the oil and the butter. Shake the pan to mix everything together, and you'll have a beautiful, vibrant red-orange sauce. And the last thing we need to do is poach some perfect eggs. So take a saucepan, and we want to slowly start to heat up some water. And there's a few tricks to perfect poached eggs. Do not let the water boil, and we do want to use eggs that are really nice and fresh. And then using a wooden spoon, vigorously stir your water to create a great vortex. And then very quickly drop in your fresh free-range eggs, and then do not touch them. The swirling water will bring them together, and we just want these to gently poach for a couple of minutes until they're perfectly done. Do not let the water come up to a simmer or boil. Keep the temperature relatively low. So very quickly, while we poach our eggs, we just want to make some toast, which goes perfectly well with your Turkish eggs. So pop some bread under a grill, turn them when they're golden brown, and then at the point your eggs are done, we want to pop those onto a clean, dry towel just to remove the excess water. Quickly remove your toast and pop them onto the side, and then they're ready. So to serve our dish, we want to spoon some of our garlicky yogurt into a bowl. We want to pop our poached eggs onto the garlicky yogurt, and then drizzle over our spiced burnt butter sauce. Season with sea salt and freshly ground black pepper, and then generously scatter our eggs with some fresh chives. A lot of people use dill for this recipe, but I personally think chives work perfectly well, giving a slight oniony flavour to the dish that works great with the fresh garlicky yogurt. And as you can see here, once we slice into the eggs, we've got perfect golden runny yolks. And then take your toast, chop it into bite-sized pieces, and then serve and enjoy my lovely perfect Turkish eggs. You're going to want to make this every day after you've tried it once.